On November 5, 2025, America pauses to remember Dick Cheney, the former vice president whose influence shaped the nation for decades. Across the country, citizens and leaders alike reflect on a life marked by service, controversy, and unwavering dedication to public office. Cheney passed away at the age of 84 after a long illness, leaving behind a complex legacy that continues to spark conversation and debate. Vigils and memorials have sprung up in cities large and small, as Americans gather to honor his memory and consider the impact of his decades in government. His death has prompted tributes from leaders across the political spectrum, with both allies and former rivals acknowledging his decades of public service. Statements from Congress, governors, and international figures have poured in, each reflecting on Cheney's role in shaping the course of American history. Flags at half-staff over the White House and Capitol Hill mark the nation's respect for a man who helped steer America through turbulent times, from the aftermath of 9/11 to the challenges of war and peace. These symbols of mourning serve as a reminder of the gravity of his contributions. Former President George W. Bush called Cheney's passing a profound loss to the nation, describing him as a trusted friend, a steadfast partner, and a man of deep conviction. Bush's words echoed the sentiments of many who worked closely with Cheney during some of the country's most challenging moments. Their partnership defined an era of profound change, with Cheney's counsel and leadership helping to guide the administration through crises and uncertainty. The unique bond they shared was forged in the crucible of history, and Bush's tribute highlights the depth of their connection. Cheney's career, which began in the heartland of Wyoming, took him from humble beginnings to the corridors of power in Washington. Serving under 5 presidents, he left a lasting imprint on both domestic and foreign policy, influencing decisions that shaped the nation's path for generations. Known for his serious demeanor, formidable expertise, and unwavering sense of duty, Cheney was both respected and criticized for his approach to leadership. His ability to navigate complex issues and make tough decisions earned him admiration and scrutiny in equal measure. As the nation reflects, debate over his legacy continues. Supporters praise his commitment to national security and principled leadership, while critics question some of his most controversial decisions. Yet, his impact on American history is undeniable, and his story remains a subject of national conversation. Dick Cheney's story is one of commitment, controversy, and enduring influence, a statesman whose legacy will be studied and debated for years to come. In the year 2000, Texas Governor George W. Bush stood at a crossroads in his political journey, facing one of the most consequential decisions of his campaign. He needed to choose a running mate, someone who could not only balance the ticket, but also help him lead the nation through uncertain times. The stakes were high, and every option was carefully weighed. Bush and his closest advisors pored over lists of potential candidates, considering political advantages, regional appeal, and personal chemistry. Seeking experience and Washington know-how, Bush turned to Dick Cheney, then CEO of Halliburton and a former Secretary of Defense, to head the search for a vice president. Cheney meticulously vetted candidates, analyzing their backgrounds, qualifications, and their ability to withstand the pressures of national office. Bush and Cheney's discussions went beyond just names on a list. They debated the very nature of the vice presidency, the responsibilities it entailed, and the unique qualities needed for the role. Bush wanted more than a political asset. He sought a true partner, someone with sound judgment, unwavering loyalty, and the courage to offer candid advice, even when it was difficult to hear. As the search progressed, Bush began to realize that the very qualities he was searching for were embodied by Cheney himself, the man leading the search. Cheney's deep understanding of national security, his years of government service, and his reputation for steady leadership made him stand out among all the candidates. The search for a vice president ultimately led Bush back to the man he trusted most, someone who had already proven his value as a counselor and confidant. Cheney's expertise, calm problem-solving, and ability to navigate complex issues were exactly what Bush needed as he prepared to take on the presidency. The process revealed a simple truth. Sometimes, the best choice is right in front of you, waiting to be recognized. Bush's decision to select Cheney would not only shape his administration, but also have a profound impact on the nation's future and the course of American history. With the partnership set in motion, a new chapter in American leadership was about to begin. As Bush and Cheney discussed the ideal vice president, Bush realized Cheney was the embodiment of the qualities he sought. The search became a mirror, reflecting Cheney's own experience, judgment, and loyalty. Bush asked Cheney to join the ticket, despite Cheney's initial reluctance to leave the private sector. Bush valued Cheney's seriousness, willingness to speak truth to power, and readiness to be a true governing partner. Cheney's background, as White House Chief of Staff, Congressman, and Secretary of Defense, made him uniquely qualified. The decision brought instant credibility to the Bush campaign and signaled a focus on governance over politics. Cheney's acceptance was seen as a masterstroke, reassuring the nation of steady leadership. The phrase, "the one I needed," captured Bush's conviction. Their partnership was built on trust and mutual respect. Cheney's presence would define the administration's approach to the challenges ahead. The choice set the tone for a consequential presidency. Long before the vice presidency, Dick Cheney's career was a model of public service. From his earliest days, Cheney was drawn to the world of government, inspired by a sense of duty and a desire to make a difference. His journey began not with fanfare, but with a quiet determination to serve his country in whatever way he could. He rose quickly in the Nixon and Ford administrations, becoming the youngest White House Chief of Staff at 34. In this pivotal role, Cheney was at the center of American power during a turbulent era, helping to steer the nation through political upheaval and transition. His calm under pressure and ability to build consensus earned him the trust of presidents and colleagues alike. Returning to Wyoming, he served 6 terms in Congress, earning respect for his intellect and focus on national security. Cheney became known as a thoughtful legislator, deeply committed to the people he represented and to the broader interests of the nation. His work on key committees shaped defense policy and strengthened America's position in the world. Cheney was known for his meticulous preparation and effective leadership, not for showmanship. He preferred substance over style, always arriving at meetings with a deep understanding of the issues at hand. His colleagues often remarked on his ability to cut through complexity and focus on solutions. In 1989, President George H.W. Bush appointed him Secretary of Defense, where he oversaw the end of the Cold War and led Operation Desert Storm. Cheney managed one of the largest military coalitions in history, guiding the U.S. through a defining moment on the world stage. His steady hand helped ensure a swift and decisive victory. His steady leadership during the Gulf War earned him national acclaim. The American public and military alike recognized his ability to make tough decisions under immense pressure, and his reputation as a leader grew stronger. By 2000, Cheney had served 5 presidents and held senior roles in both the executive and legislative branches. His experience was unmatched, and his influence reached across the highest levels of government. Few public servants could claim such a breadth of service and impact. His career was defined by a deep commitment to country, not personal ambition. Cheney's choices were guided by principle, and he consistently put the needs of the nation above his own. He was respected for his unwavering dedication to public service. President Bush saw in Cheney the ideal partner for the challenges ahead. With decades of experience and a reputation for sound judgment, Cheney became a cornerstone of the administration, ready to face the uncertainties of a new century. Cheney's experience made him a trusted advisor and a steady hand in crisis. Whether in moments of calm or chaos, he was relied upon for his insight, his resolve, and his ability to lead with clarity. His legacy was built on integrity, purpose, and a lifetime of service. Cheney's story is one of commitment to his values, to his colleagues, and above all, to his country. Cheney's journey from Wyoming to Washington shaped modern American politics. His influence can still be felt in the policies and institutions he helped to build and guide. He was, above all, a patriot, devoted to the ideals of service, leadership, and the enduring promise of America. The Bush-Cheney administration's focus shifted dramatically after September 11, 2001. With President Bush away, Cheney managed the immediate response from the White House's Secure Operations Center, providing calm leadership in chaos. His expertise in national security made him indispensable as the administration launched the war on terror and made high-stakes decisions. Cheney's rigorous questioning and steady presence were vital as the U.S. responded to threats in Afghanistan and Iraq. For Bush, Cheney was a source of strength and clear-eyed counsel during America's darkest hours. After 9/11, Cheney helped shape a new, assertive foreign policy, the Bush Doctrine, emphasizing preemptive action against emerging threats. He argued that the risks of inaction outweighed those of action, influencing decisions to go to war in Afghanistan and Iraq. Cheney's Pentagon experience and belief in American strength guided his approach, even as controversy grew over the Iraq War and intelligence failures. He remained a resolute defender of the administration's actions, insisting that removing Saddam Hussein made the world safer. Cheney's influence on national security, intelligence, and legal frameworks was profound. His legacy as a principal architect of post-9/11 policy continues to spark debate. The Bush-Cheney relationship was a model of trust and partnership in American government. Bush gave Cheney unprecedented access, making him a true partner in decision-making, not just a ceremonial figure. Cheney's role was to provide honest, unvarnished advice, even when it challenged the consensus. Their complementary styles, Bush as the big-picture leader, Cheney as the detail-oriented analyst, created a powerful synergy. Cheney often played devil's advocate, ensuring every angle was considered. Their loyalty and mutual respect endured through triumphs and crises. In a world of shifting alliances, their partnership was a rare example of stability. This trust was the foundation of a consequential presidency. In his tribute, President Bush praised Cheney as a patriot of integrity, intelligence, and seriousness of purpose. Cheney's sense of duty and willingness to make tough decisions defined his career. Bush called him among the finest public servants of his generation, highlighting a relationship that transcended politics. Cheney's patriotism was quiet, but unwavering, guiding his actions from his first days in Washington. Bush described him as a decent, honorable man, devoted to family and principle. This personal testament adds a human dimension to Cheney's legacy. Cheney was a statesman who stood firm in his beliefs, guided by love of country. Bush's words serve as a final, powerful endorsement of his friend and partner. As the nation reflects, Cheney's legacy is one of service, strength, and consequence. He was central to pivotal moments from the Cold War's end to the War on Terror. President Bush's tribute extended condolences to Cheney's wife Lynn and their daughters, Liz and Mary, underscoring the family's role in his journey. Lynn Cheney was a steadfast partner, and Liz Cheney continued the family's tradition of public service. The Cheney name became synonymous with principled conservative leadership. Dick Cheney will be remembered as a loyal advisor, steady hand, and devoted patriot. While debates over his policies persist, his dedication to the United States is unquestioned. His life stands as a testament to the impact one individual can have on history.